To millions of students, the words free college are music to their ears. But what does free college really cost? As a current college student, I understand that everyone has to pay a lot of money for college, including myself. However, by taking a closer look in terms of growth and equity, free tuition is not as appealing as it seems. First, even if the cost of tuition was free, there are still many other costs to pay. For example, according to this graph from learnmoreindiana.org, tuition is less than half of the expenses of college, meaning that free tuition doesn't solve everything. Considering that this topic is very relevant in today's world, we have to remember that free college is never really free. Therefore, today I will explain to you why free college is a bad idea because it will increase the country's taxes, devalue a college degree, and increase the number of students wanting to attend college. Let's start by understanding what would happen if college was free. The first issue is that free college would increase taxes significantly. Another way to put it is that the tuition would no longer go to the student but be a burden to the taxpayer. And whether people go to college or not, they will have to pay for free college through taxes. Currently, the national debt, according to thebalance.com, exceeds $24 trillion as of April 7, 2020. With the debt already reaching extreme heights, we should be asking ourselves, can we really afford to pay for everyone's higher education, even if you yourself never went to college? Or, what will happen if the taxpayer wants to limit the amount of money spent on colleges? There also might be the scenario that the government would make cuts in those taxpayer dollars for college. As of right now, colleges can raise tuition. But if you take away that option, how are we to counteract those inevitable cuts? In addition, if college is going to be free, how valuable will the education received be? Casey Bayer, a senior media relations officer at Harvard, states her thoughts on free college. She says her main concern with free college plans is that focusing solely on college costs will push us towards an outcome where college is cheap but also relatively low quality. Overall, making college free would lower the standard for the education given because having free college does not automatically equal a student's success. Moving on, there are other cons of free college. Over time, free college will devalue a college degree. The reason why is that college is a time and money commitment. So if you take out the money, there might be a lower incentive to do well in college. The first reason is that tuition gives a student motivation. To put it simply, if you are paying for your higher education, you want to get out what you put in. Without this process of thinking, students might not try as hard. In addition, according to Amber Kelly from MRT.com, even financial aid requires students to attend class and maintain certain grades or it goes away. Without these incentives, college becomes less worthwhile. Also, to get a sense of how many people go to college already, this graph from the United States Census Bureau states that more than 1/3 of adults 25 or higher have a college degree. Consequently, if more people go to college because it is free, more people will have degrees. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they needed them. According to Ellen Anderson, a recent graduate from the University of Iowa, the large number of graduates might oversaturate some areas of the workforce. That leaves even more people with degrees working jobs that they are overqualified for. Overall, there needs to be a purpose to going to college as not everyone needs a higher education for their career. This leads into the main third point. While more people going to college can be a good thing, more students enrolled causes fees to go up. Therefore, if there is a high demand to attend university, there will be long wait lists or higher taxes will have to be imposed. According to MRT.com, in the state of California, where there are low tuition rates for community colleges, there were significant tax cuts that led to approximately 600,000 students being turned away and campuses limiting enrollment or even closing in the summer. Due to this occurrence, students that wanted a higher education with lower costs were not granted the opportunity until Proposition 30 was approved by voters in 2012, which increased funds for education. This example shows that the demand exceeded supply, all due to not enough funding for college through taxes. Even in places where free tuition has been implemented, such as Germany, not all are in favor. Here is a graph from the IFO Center for the Economics of Education. This graph was derived from a survey of 4,000 people in Germany and states their opinion on free tuition. Beginning on the left side, there is basically an even split of those in favor and those who oppose free tuition. However, when told that grad students make more money than non-graduate students, more people became in favor of bringing tuition back as seen in the middle graph. The reason why is because if graduate students make more money than non-college graduate students, then they can ultimately afford college in the long run, or at least pay back their loans if they had any. Lastly, the graph all the way on the right shows most being in favor of university grad students repaying some of the cost of college from a portion of their future income. Overall, this graph ultimately conveys that free tuition is a challenge, and even in countries where there is free college, many issues are still apparent. In conclusion, if college was free, there would be more burden put onto the taxpayers, a less valuable college degree, and issues in the amount of people wanting to attend college. Also, while college is not free currently in the United States, there is no solution to this issue right now other than recognizing that plans for making college free may not work as well as one might think. However, it is important to keep in mind that, like many other issues, the concept of free college will never have one easy blanket solution.